Late one night, a man heard a single beep from the kitchen. Nothing dramatic, just that soft tone smart appliances make when they want your attention. He ignored it until his phone lit up with something strange, a spike of network activity. Dozens of tiny bursts from devices he didn't recognize. He checked his router, changed his Wi-Fi password, shut down his laptop, turned off his phone. The activity didn't stop. It kept going, quietly. In the middle of the night, something in his house was awake. He worked from home. He wasn't an expert, but he knew his way around gadgets. Smart bulbs, smart speakers, security cams, a thermostat, the usual. But the logs didn't make any sense. His email showed failed login attempts at 3 a.m. His router showed encrypted traffic he'd never seen before. And once, his smart speaker turned itself on for a split second. No command, no wake word, just a flicker of life. Then silence. At this point, he assumed the obvious culprit, his laptop. But when he shut that down, the traffic kept going. He unplugged the smart speaker, kept going. He turned off the thermostat, kept going. One device was still talking to someone. He just had no idea which one. So he installed a network scanner, let it map every device on his home network, and one entry stood out immediately. Samsung RF28, a generic device name, online 24/7, constantly pinging remote servers, pulling small amounts of encrypted data, and sending even more back out. He tried blocking it through the router. It reconnected using a different protocol. He tried isolating it. It forced itself back onto the main network. He stared at the address for a while, trying to match it to something familiar, until he realized he'd seen that model number before. On a sticker, inside his kitchen. The mystery device was his refrigerator. He walked over and unplugged it from the wall and waited. Watched the scanner. Instant silence. The traffic stopped cold. He plugged the fridge back in, watched the lights flicker on and the network wake up. Then, another burst of packets. Then another. Then dozens. The fridge wasn't glitching. It was compromised. Security researchers later confirmed it matched a real vulnerability. Samsung's smart fridges shipped with outdated firmware, weak SSL, and an authentication flaw in the calendar and Gmail integration. It allowed a simple man-in-the-middle attack. Once exploited, the fridge's API exposed device information without proper encryption, and from there, attackers could pivot deeper into the network. Device lists, router settings, email credentials, and smart speaker logs. Even the fridge's internal diagnostics mode, the one with a tiny microphone for service technicians, had almost no protection. That was the part that stayed with him. The idea that someone might have listened through a refrigerator. It turned out he wasn't targeted. Attackers were scanning the internet for vulnerable smart appliances. His fridge just answered the call. A perfect foothold, sitting in the corner of his kitchen, humming quietly, always online, never patched. And that's the real problem. Every appliance is becoming a computer. Every computer is part of a network, and every network is only as strong as its weakest device. Sometimes the danger isn't your laptop, or your phone, or your router. Sometimes it's the thing keeping your leftovers cold.